Hello again, it's me, Joelle. I already did one video, but I wanted to touch bases a little bit more on polysubstance dependent. Polysubstance dependent is my second diagnosis for my mental health. And polysubstance dependent is basically that you use any and every drug. You do not have, you're not just a cocaine user or just a heroin user. You will use any drug, any amount, in any mixtures. You'll smoke crack and then shoot heroin. That's what polysubstance means. It means that you use all groups. You use all of them without any regard. And the way that they diagnose you with this is tolerance, meaning that you have a very high tolerance to any and all drugs. Withdrawal, meaning that you cannot go through a withdrawal process. You have to use. You just cannot withdraw. Loss of control, inability to stop using, loss of time, interference with activities, and harm to self. A lot of people that are polysubstance dependent and borderline personality disorder, they have a lot of self-harming behaviors. I, for instance, cut. I've been doing that since probably about the age of 9, maybe 10. Whenever I start to feel things that I don't like and I'm not able to get high, I cut. It is something that I'm still dealing with, even though I'm sober, clean, and I have been for a little while now. I still have to deal with the self-harming because I don't have the drugs there in order to take away the pain that I'm going through whenever things arise for me. Now, dealing with the borderline personality disorder and the polysubstance dependence, I'm going through a group called DBT, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy. What this is just one of the many handouts that I have. I don't know if you can see this. This is just what this handout is talking about, okay? DBT, what DBT is this is just an example of DBT because I talk about how things can affect your daily life, how DBT skills help you deal with things that happen in your everyday life. One example for me is there's a movie called Last House on the Left, and there is probably a 2-second clip of this movie advertisement, and there's a girl and she's laying on the ground and there's a hand on the back of her head, and the man says, "Do you want me to show you what I did to your daughter?" That little 2-second clip is a trigger for me and dealing with my sexual abuse. As soon as I see that and hear that, I automatically think rape. I think that he's raping her. And that takes me back to a place in my life where I was forcibly had to have sex with someone and was raped and was sexually abused. That's where that takes me at. Now, whenever it takes me to a place like that, this can happen, without me even intending for it to happen. I'm just sitting on the sofa folding clothes and the TV's on and I just hear it. I don't even have to see it. I just hear it. And it just takes me right back to that place. It takes my mind right back to a place and a time of that instance happening to me. What DBT skills do is the DBT skills help you deal with that, okay? As an addict, I use drugs in order not to deal with the things that happen to me. So whenever something pops up, me and my addiction, I use. So therefore I cover that and I mask that, and it's something that I don't have to deal with. Well, being clean and sober, I have to deal with these things because my sobriety is in jeopardy if I don't deal with these things. For an example, one of the things that I have been doing, and it's a little hectic, crazy sometimes. Some days it's more than others, but just one of the skills that I use is intense feeling. Intense feeling is something that is physically done to you that you do, other than self-harm, that takes your mind off of the trigger that just triggered your emotion. So basically, like I hear that. It takes me back to that place. And one of the things I like to do is I take a shower. I take a cold shower. I walk into the bathroom. I've actually gotten into the shower before fully dressed, just in order to get that sensation, that physical sensation. It takes my mind off of it. And then while I'm in the shower, one of the things that you're supposed to do is you're supposed to describe it. My clothes are heavy. the water's cold, it's getting warm, just, you know, different things that are going on. And also another thing that helps is, like, a lot of people would call it like aromatherapy or something like that, but another thing that helps is whenever you do get in the shower, whenever you get in the cold shower, for me, I gradually get it warm and I take my clothes off slowly, as I describe, you know, it's heavy, it's silky, it's, you know, whatever, just describe different things, is basically like aromatherapy, I guess. You know, I'll wash my hair and I describe, you know, oh, it smells like cherry blossoms, and the body wash smells like white ginger, and it's a process. It's not something that, you know, just takes 2 minutes to do. No, this is actually a process. This process usually takes me anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. And, you know, some days I can just get into the shower and do the cold shower and that's enough. But other days I have to go into like the aromatherapy. And like when I'm washing my hair, the suds, you know, my hair feels silky. You know, my body feels smooth as I shave, you know, just describing all these different things that are going on, the smells, what you're, you know, hearing, the water is running fast, just describing all these different things. It takes a lot of steps sometimes in order to get that bad trigger off of your mind and to take you away from that place. But that's what the DBT skills are. The DBT skills are to help you to deal with things that happen in everyday life. If you've ever had anything that has happened to you that, you know, is just so traumatic that it has affected your whole life, then this is a skill. These are skills that, you know, how much that traumatic event or traumatic events have taken over your life. So this DBT is helping you to learn how to deal with those things instead of masking them with drug abuse. So that's just one of the things I wanted to talk about today, and that's about DBT. So far today I've covered the borderline personality, that's video 1, and the polysubstance dependent with the DBT therapy, that's video 2. So thank you guys. Blessed.